The Sims 4 is a serene wonderland with no wrongdoing and no crime. Until you stumble upon a townie on the street and see their crimes against humanity. What is she wearing? Respectfully, you need a makeover. Is this even legal? 2 years ago, two boyfriends and their cat snagged some townies and selected the worst of the worst from these sites of sore eyes. Tonight, we return to do it all again as husbands. Aww. Before we watch the house guests strut down the runway in absolute disarray, here's what you may have missed on this season of Sims Big Brother. Previously on Sims Big Brother 2, my beautiful husband Nate takes over the week and pits the house guests in a woohoo competition. Fights broke out and jealousy took over, but Nisha triumphed the competition and became the new HOH. After struggling to nominate two people due to her friendliness, Nisha sought the help of her friend Bronte and put her up as a pawn next to her target Jacob. Who will win the POV and who will be evicted from the Big Brother house just shy of the jury? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back to Big Brother, you fine friend! We're continuing day 25 straight away with the POV competition. Yes, I know it's only the evening, but I'm excited and I am not waiting. And what awaits our house guest today? Why, that's me and Nate! In person! Aww, we're so cute. Let's select our lucky house guest for the POV competition before we move on. HOH Nisha spins the wheel and gets Billy, who is just thrilled to compete today. Jacob lands on DC. Damn, DC gets to play again? You rigged the wheel or something? And finally, Bronte gets Sienna. Time for the Queen of Fashion to rep the Fashion Queendom. That's a tongue twister. Alright, now that we have our contestants, let's have Nate explain our challenge today.
Welcome back, house pests! Nice to see you all in person. For your POV challenge today, we're having a fashion show. It's lights, camera, action today as you sissy that walk to the various themes we've come up for you. There will be a total of 3 rounds, each with their own separate theme. At the end of each round, I will rank the outfits from best to worst, because Lord knows we can't trust Kawaii's fashion sense. At the end of the competition, the highest rated contestant will win the POV. Yay! If we're ready, I'll let Kawaiii work his magic.
Okay, let's get this fashion show on the road. For this first round, the theme is courtesy of my beautiful husband, Nate. It's called Welcome to the White Lotus.
Ooh, makes me want to see some fashion real bad.
Okay, let's bring out some house guests now. Strutting down the runway first is Nisha.
Cute. Love the joggers, hate the... What are the shoes?
She is honoring some of her Hindu culture with that top.
I'm the top.
All loves from Nisha.
Oh, pose it.
Thank you, Nisha. All ready for a holiday. Next up, our second contestant. Oh, she's a little sad. Her name is Sienna, and she is a fashion queen, actually.
She looks thrilled to be here. Although this is giving me White Lotus. Like, this is exactly what I would expect someone to wear to White Lotus.
I guess she really needs a vacation. Oh, there we go. She's a little happier there.
Come on, Hourglass.
Thank you, Sienna. Feel better soon. Moving on, we have Billy. Oh, she's a little angry on the contrary.
Yes, queen, give us nothing.
Oh, she serves face though.
She serves she serves ass.
Yeah. Thank you, Billy. And moving on, next we have DC.
Ooh, I like the chromatic unity. Seashells are definitely out, and the dad shoes, well, he kind of looks like a dad, so it works.
I'm a little shocked that he has a piercing on, cause like he never wears piercings.
What you got against nose piercings?
Nothing, just DC never wears piercings.
Hold your kidneys, yes. All I can think of is the SpongeBob bald.
Oh, and welcome Bronte to the runway. Oh, this is definitely very White Lotus-y.
She's giving Kardashian in ugly petticoat dress. I'm so wealthy. Why am I at this chicken resort?
Oh, this is Karen Realness. She wants to speak to your manager.
She should manage that bow first.
Thank you, Bronte. Pleasure to see you. And the final contestant for round 1 is Jacob.
Oh my god, I love Ross Matthews.
The suit is very formal, but I guess people do gather for conferences at the White Lotus.
Bet you love to see him walk away.
And now we'll gather all our house guests back for a viewing so Nate can score you guys from best to worst. Nate, what do you think?
Okay, so I didn't bother to memorize any of these names, so I'm just gonna go left to right. Miss Ma'am on the left, I'm gonna give a 3. She's very cute, but, you know, not super White Lotus-y vibes, I guess. Miss Ma'am next, I'm gonna give 6 because everything about this, it's perfect. Miss Queen of Nothing, I'm gonna give a 1. I'm gonna give the dude that looks like a stoner dad a 2. And then Petticoat Kardashian, I'm gonna give a 5. And Ross is gonna get a 4.
Thank you. And just a reminder, 6 is being the best and 1 is being the worst. So, Billy, gotta step up your game in the next round.
All right, get out of my faces now.
All right, let's move on to the next round. Why, what's all this black in the background? It's another theme courtesy of Nate. It's called Clothes You Wear to Enter the Door When the Police Come to Tell You That Your Rich Husband Has Tragically Passed.
How unfortunate. I wonder if he was a software engineer.
Oh yeah, look, the husband's here too. That's his grave right there. All right, let's bring out our widows and widowers. Kicking us off this runway, we have Bronte. She forgot to unpack from the White Lotus, I think.
Definitely looks like it. She's giving me some like blue Margot Robbie vibes though in Barbie. That like striped top, it's cute. She doesn't seem too sad. There
she is. There's the sadness.
She shook that off real quick.
Thank you, Bronte. Next up, we have Sienna. Bring on all the sadness.
Oh, she's giving us all the tears. I believe it. Okay, she's giving us Ren Fair. You know, I guess if her husband played D&D or something. That pouch is to hold all the coins she's getting after her husband died.
Thank you, Sienna. Feel better soon, I guess.
Boots.
And next up, we have Nisha. It's okay.
It's terrible.
It matches the color scheme.
She's certainly wearing clothes. Okay, I'm done. Thank you.
And coming down next, we have Jacob.
Okay. He just looks like he's walking around New York on a fall day. That's about it.
Oh, it's bringing us all the waterworks. What happened to my husband?
Convince us, King. Shh. I killed my husband.
Thank you, Jacob. Oh, now he's mad.
Grumpy twink.
And we have Billy, who also is on vacation.
She stepped it up, though. I was waiting for a little bit prettier clothes. I mean, this is closer to what I was expecting. Oh, I would have never predicted. How could this have happened? But still managed, in her grief, to match her sandals to her dress.
Thank you, Billy. And the final... he's in a hurry. Let's bring back DC. Are those llamas on his sweater?
His jeans look like if you wore jean chaps over your jeans.
Thank you, DC. Because he's going places.
Gotta get that inheritance.
Ta-da! And here are all the house guests back again.
I think this was terrible.
It's not called the worst fashion show for nothing.
I wanted a little bit more elegance, but Margot Robbie can have a 5. Ren Fair, a 4. Yeah, can have a 1. New York Twink can have a 3. Miss Ma'am went from the pits to the top. I'm giving her a 6. And Dad can have a 2.
Yep, head back to prepare for your final round now. Good luck.
It's like they didn't use a penny of their inheritance they just got.
Alright, this is the final round, so make it count. And with every fashion show or ball, we have to end with a bang. So this is embracing your natural beauty. This round is about being close with Mother Nature, so...
Garden of Adam and Steve. Ignore the cat box in the background cleaning itself.
And coming up first today is DC. Ooh, he is going off with those piercings and necklaces.
Coat of many colors, Miss Dolly Parton.
Oh, he's trying to pose. He's pretty much very out of his comfort zone, I'm sure.
Smell these jungly pits, baby.
Thank you, DC.
Thank you, Capital.
Next up, we have Billy. If y'all could see Nate's face right now.
I guess she's got snake print on.
Oh, she's looking a little cutesy.
Low-rise pants should have never been invented, and I stand on that.
Thank you, Billy. Choices were made. And coming up next is Bronte. Ooh.
It's cute. I don't know what it screams about the jungle, but she's happy. We're happy.
She was a fairy.
Comment below if there's any other mulch maxers out there.
Next up, we have Sienna back to the stage. She has flowers, I guess.
Come on, Miss Fingerless Gloves. Yes, queen.
She has not been happy in any of these rounds. Maybe it's the global warming.
I don't blame these characters. I think The Sims just doesn't have good outfits.
We have a limited inventory in the backstage.
I can see. Thank you,
I hope you feel better soon. Next up, we have Jacob back to the stage, and he's, the sadness is infectious, I think.
Because there's a llama on the thing. Is that why it's jungle? At least it's green, I guess.
There is a lot of green, I mean.
Why do they keep holding their kidneys?
Thank you, Jacob. And coming up next, we have Nisha, the queen of putting on one thing and nothing else.
Oh, I love the musical waitress.
I mean, at least it's green.
She's pretty.
Thank you, Nisha.
Hi for everybody.
All right, final round. This is when it all counts. Let's get Nate's comments.
I don't see a single jungle theme in here. Let me just put that out there real quick. So all of these scores are just me giving up on the competition. All right, left to right again. I'm gonna give Dad 6. I'm gonna give Miss Ma'am a 1 again. The middle one again, a 5. Miss Flower Girl with the fingerless gloves, believe it or not, is going to get a 4. Llama Boy, I'll give it 2. And Waitress, just because she's so pretty, we'll get a 3. I mean, I just don't think you could get a better jungle theme out of this competition. I mean, they did this so well. Category achieved.
That is true. Welcome back, house guests. That was a journey. First things first, a round of applause for Nate for joining us this week. I hope you enjoyed his commentary because I was laughing my ass off my office chair. And now, after tallying the scores, the winner of the POV is only 1 point away from the runner-up. With a total of 15 points, the POV winner is... Bronte! Congratulations, girlie! You came in clutch in this competition. A very well-deserved win.
With a charm. Das Mikos Karenzi. Funchil Bratsa. Pupam.
Thank you for playing in today's fashion show, house guests. I know Nate and I enjoyed the heck out of it. Alrighty, I'll see all of you sexy fiends back upstairs. The viewing house guests return upstairs after sitting for hours watching terrible fashion. Oh, Sienna is pissed that she lost that competition. She also lost by like 1 point, so that's either really good or really bad, depending on how she looks at it. Bronte's proud as heck though.
O'Neill, Stevie Bork, Kobo, Hina Ziffel, Zerpo Noosh, Pazoy Marina, Shrieg, Hey, Crumbo Noosh, Galona Mog.
Bronte celebrates with Vikram after everyone pretty much just walks away from her. Vikram respects a fellow fashionista, I guess. She then celebrates her win in the best way she knows how, a good night's rest. Meanwhile, Doris and Nisha meet up again. Nisha may have to think of a potential nominee now if Bronte uses the veto, and Doris is more than happy to give her some input.
Frody Maruthe. Lenzel Feed. Vobao. Zuma Forb.
Ooh, Nisha is super popular this week. Either people want to give her ideas on the potential renomination or they just want to save their own skin. It's pretty hard to tell when Nisha is friends with everybody. Morning hits the Big Brother house and Doris comes to congratulate Bronte. Oh wait, they're arguing? Oh, Doris! Why'd you make Bronte cry?
Enloy, Kilan, Sarpava, Vosh, Saquinario, Bule and the Galna, Nebahana, Nubim Shorg.
Kane pops out of nowhere to cheer her up. No worries, Bronte, you still have me. Doris is displeased that she just got shafted and insults Kane. Kane dips as the loyal Bronte just tears into Doris. Leave my alliance alone if you want no part of it, Doris. Oh my god, this playboy. Kane's full on just entering a showmance with Nisha now. Ah, Nisha, stay away.
Oh, second A.
Susu.
Kisana. Wamberg.
Monet. Prop your bosa. Aflin Wadida. Apodola.
Weevil Pepso. Watsu Gorg.
Cababine. Boy milk chomp.
Ooh, this is a fashion queendom lady meeting. Everyone's fighting to give Nisha some input if she needs to rename a replacement nominee.
Quafika Bimo. Ah, Chilu. Olibar. Zamonis Arrow. Felinus Bumzoi. Shimmery Lahoin. Sensibi Kiniku. Swarspa Gathara.
Oh, Sienna. She's pumping in those ways, yes! I see she's still a little hung up about the POV loss. She then goes up to Bronte like, hey, that win is rightfully mine. You should just like pretend the POV is mine and let me use it however I want. Bronte's like, yeah, I'll pass. Maybe if I ignore her hard enough, she'll go away. Bronte then goes to confide in Billy. They've really bonded over the past 2 weeks.
Pintrip. Mishepani. Pashushi. Arabeg Fetch.
Is she singing? Please? She must feel very at ease right now. Man, she can sing though. Alright, I'm cutting that concert short. It's time for the POV ceremony. We are gathered here today to hear Bronte's decision on her POV.
Ruhana Delopa. Dewipa Abshani. Binaroo. Bluff Rabla.
No surprises there. Now let's have Nisha back to name a replacement nominee.
Opala Chaba. Peldo Dabishi. Chonkavi. Shabashu Kanumi. Palifa Thipid. Oh, sheer shahabari. Hubi Oguru. Zamonis Arrow.
Okay, Jason also hits the block for the first time this week. Well, the arch enemies are on the block next to each other. Jason and Jacob. In 24 hours, your fellow house guests will vote to evict one of you from the Big Brother house. Should be a very interesting evening ahead. Good luck, you guys. This POV ceremony is adjourned. Well, oh, Bronte immediately snaps at Nisha and calls her out. Oop, Jason's also not happy with her decision. So much for the Hiram Revenge Club, Nisha. Oop, now DC confronts Bronte for yelling at Nisha. Ooh, this is heated.
Weasel Fraba. Abode Quarb. Wemek Farub. Shashali. Oh, gosh. Doyam Olaba.
Oh, Jason must have asked Nisha what's her problem because she replies, I really don't like you very much right now. Damn! Must be when Jason yelled at her for Bronte. Sienna and Barbie aren't even hiding their excitement. Barbie's dream house is going to the jury phase. Hooray! Billy later also tries to celebrate with Barbie too, but she's like, you're still cancelled actually.
Arashuba Dunda. Quimble Reginu.
Bronte reassures Jason that he will at least have her vote to save. The real Hiram Revenge Club members are staying strong. Sienna tries to talk to Bronte about the vote and she's like, Oh no, they just carry on like she isn't there. Oh, she's sad now.
Snope Fleaza. Pivotal. Fame. Moochie Peachy. Ben Trip.
She then inserts herself to make sure that she can talk to Jason about the vote at least. Oh my god. Barbie and Bronte fighting? I'm gonna guess this is a practice fight, but still. Ooh, Barbie won the fight. Okay, wow. She got stronger while being on this game, I guess. Jacob is taking it very easy today. Don't tell me he's given up too.
Whippasu Palingo. Tanithoy. Skeebs Sapula, huh? Cranky Hisma. Franz Banfa. Kusha.
And then the day ends again. Oh, the bed cuddle mod I got is working. Oh, they're cuddling. I mean, he's like fused into his shoulder because of the height difference, but still cute. Alright, let's hop to eviction day, shall we? Arvid's up early next morning and tries to discuss the vote with Bronte, who is not very interested. She's a tough crowd this week, huh?
Fascinoi Valpim. Zoya. Parasa. Or Zap.
Pinkapa, Sigluna, Funiata, John Joe Zanessa, Bahira.
Well, sure enough, Arvid immediately goes to Nisha to rat on Bronte and her rudeness. Oh, Jason's in a bad mood this morning too. Jason hears Arvid talking and calls him out. I think he forgets he's on the block. Oh, Arvid? Oh, that flirting tactic kinda worked. Damn. Shut him up instantly. Jacobs begins his campaign with DC. Maybe DC can sympathize with someone who's been in the block 2 weeks in a row? Fingers crossed.
Whippasu Plingo. Anathoy. Skeebs Sapula, huh?
Oh, and Jason butts in out of nowhere. Staring contest? Oh, guys! We really do be having a fight every week in this game, aren't we? I'm not sure this is the best way to convince your fellow house guests that you deserve to stay.
Rimple Green Bow. Creambo Nooch. Narble Food Boy. Sabris Fosha.
Ganesh. No, Mafrispa.
Well, Jason won that fight. You proud of yourself, Jason? What are you trying to prove? Sienna is shocked that her two friends in the house literally just fought in front of her.
Keep steam. One ball and a solo. Almost.
Oh, why is Jacob getting a scolding from Sienna? Please, Jason is so cocky, like, ha, I got friends. No, Billy! Not the time to fish for compliments! This girl, I swear. Jacob apologizes to Bronte for his rudeness last week, and Bronte's like, you're fine, we're friends now.
Wabarani Bayumi. Tibu Anamab. Lombek. Parno Ooks. With a charb.
Well, Doris approves of Nisha's nominations. You bet she's elated that her nemesis Jason is nominated.
Ebony Flurba. Axawa. Skiba Glash. Waboose.
Ooh, trouble brews between Arvid and Jason. I guess Arvid's not happy that he got called out this morning. Please, not the puppy eyes from Jason. Whoop! Bronte's confronting the bullying again. I guess her and Jason only have each other right now. Damn, they're teaming up.
Oh, Zarzuya, no, Tiru. Reba, from, Omo.
Oh, it's a battle of the loyals. Sienna comes to yell at Jason now. She has officially chosen a side, I think. I guess she did get indirectly kicked out of the Juicy Jamboree, so she's 100% on board with the fashion queendom right now. Jacob continues his campaign by trying to sway Kane. Oh, Vikram, I don't think that's helping Jacob at all, please. Wait, they just met? Hello, it's day 27? Jason furthers his campaign to stay with Vikram and Billy both. He knows they like Jacob, so he's trying to change that.
In a prep. Palachaba Snabo.
Ooh, Jacob seems to be upping his game. He's giving compliments to Barbie now, and you know she loves those. Oh, someone's texting Barbie. Oh, Maximo. Oh, I'm thinking of selling my bathwater. I heard it's a profitable market these days. Maximo, for the love of all that is holy, please do not sell your bathwater. Hold on a minute. A meteor? Jacob, what did you do? Oh, Jacob, you better get the heck out of there right now. If your plan is canceling eviction by murdering people with a meteor, it's not gonna happen today. Jeez, I don't see a meteor, so crisis averted, I guess.
Zaffle. Tomash.
Yes, thank you. Please go back to convincing people the old-fashioned way. Oh, look, he's getting a good crowd going. He may just be able to spin things around for himself. And hold that dinner, Jacob. It's time for the eviction ceremony. Gather at the living room, beeps. Oh. Huh. Oh, it's the school event. I gotta find a way to turn these off. Ooh, here we go! Jason and Jacob, don't you two look dashing tonight? Sadly, one of you will be dashing straight out the door after your fellow house guests cast their vote. All the best! Nisha, as the HOH, you will only vote in the event of a tie. Let's kick things off. Vikram's up first today.
Moishi, Viva Fwave. Oh, Iklavov.
Bifanje Yitka. Free but Naya Flu.
Uspa, Nova Shun, Tarukana, Zagalazig.
Durfna. Nahara. Miranai. Oh.
Alrighty, voting is complete. Jason and Jacob, the votes are in. And by a vote of 7-2. Jacob, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Please pack your belongings and exit the front door. Oh, please, you're so sad. Stop, I'll cry right here. Well, there goes another huge source of entertainment in the house. I'm gutted that we lost him right before the jury. He was so fun to watch too.
Chinosa Bove. Plarnib. Yaflob. Oh. Sibabiwa. Falmip.
Of course, some goodbye hugs are in order. Billy offers one and even Bronte gives one. Aww. Let's not forget the real prize, a showman's. Oh, yay! That is his nose, but we'll roll with it. Oh my god, Bronte, you're such an ally. Goodbye, Jacob. 'Twas an absolute blast having you on this season. Dare I say this is the biggest loss of the season so far? I think so anyway. Let's welcome Jacob to the stage. Have a seat, Jacob. Got some questions for ya. It must be devastating as a superfan to go out right before the jury. I am so sorry that this is the end for you. How did you feel about your experience on Big Brother?
Frina de Donkey? Ravuda. Yabemi. Sapin. Whippasu Plingo. Anafoy.
Well, when it comes to the KCU, it's never really the end for anybody. No promises, but like, keep your phone on, you know? So, you had a whole showman going with Vikram, and it seemed like it was going strong up until your bitter end. Whatever will your boyfriend at home think?
Bob and F. Kikuya.
Well, one better hope so. Well, for better or for worse, you get to hear his words to you for one last time. Here are your goodbye messages.
Beno Jirabao. Rihe Vilpa. Karifrispa. Linzel.
Ninja. Shazel. Shmizo.
Verobi Sapino, Chinobs, Zalafoy, Weezo Stayid.
Well, those were your parting words. Do you have any final thoughts? What's next in Jacob's world?
Hansel Shabenne. Klaskanaya. Tenebib. Brogi. Yakalau Shu Bretno.
And with that eviction, the jury phase has now begun. Who are you rooting for to take home the win? Be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Also, I'm sorry, before we continue, I gotta show y'all this parallel universe or something real quick, where Jacob is happily talking to Vikram one moment and gets decimated by this meteor the next. I feel so bad, but this is my first meteor death I encountered in a game, so I gotta record it. Poor Jacob. Also, everyone was crying except Bronte, so I guess we know who are the real ones. I'm kidding. R.I.P. Jacob from a parallel universe, I guess. I did have the heart to make this canon, because I wanted him to have a normal eviction, you know? Okay, to the votes! Though, I guess you can kinda guess where all the votes fell. Jacob kinda struggled making bonds since week 1, and now it's sadly caught up to him. He is saved by his beloved Vikram and his ultimate ally Billy. And even though Bronte became friends with him, it was a little too late as she remained loyal to her alliance for this eviction. And here's the chart! The house guests in yellow have officially made the jury! Whoop whoop! I think this jury phase is gonna be fun. With Jacob gone, the game is wide open once again. someone will definitely betray someone next round. I mean, kinda how like this round went. Also, crazy how we've had a different HOH every week so far. Will the next one be any different? We'll find out. Alliance chart! Hirame's Revenge Club is formed after the Juicy Jamboree and Team Strong dissolved, although Nisha has nominated 2 members of that alliance, so that's some tea. The Fashion Queen and Mendabaris continue to run the show, so hopefully we'll see some sort of upset soon. And with Jacob gone, I guess it's safe to say the hottest alliance will dissolve, though it's kinda cool to see a whole alliance try to save their ally, but fail. Power rankings are coming next, so if this is your cue to leave to avoid spoilers, I appreciate you so much for watching. Power rankings time! Low-key, I'm considering this to be the final week of power rankings, so y'all can be kept guessing during the jury phase. Let me know if you still want to continue seeing them though. So, taking the 3rd spot this week is Sienna! To be frank, she is only 2 points away from 2nd place, so they're pretty much on par. Sienna has continued to ace her social game, and we hope she'll get over her fashion challenge loss very, very soon. In 2nd place is Billy, overtaking Sienna by mere points. Billy has a steady position in the house and is managing all her relationships perfectly. And maintaining her throne this week is Nisha! Being the HOH has only upped her game for the better. Even though she had some trouble with Jason and Bronte, she has some great relationships with all her other alliances. The houseguests better find some way to take her down before it's too late. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that episode because I had so much fun filming it, especially with Nate. If you like what you see, please do leave a like down below. It'll help the channel out a lot. Next week begins the jury phase and I hope you're as excited as I am. I will see you then. Bye for now.